Well, this is the third part of how to animate like Magnets media, and yeah, the series is going pretty well. And today we'll be making this. I have chosen to work in vertical workspace, and if you want the same, then you can go to the workspace, layer presets, fusion presets, and choose mid flow. I would like you to enable some settings, which I have also enabled. If you right click anywhere in your node graph, options, and check the show grid, and just check all of these. And build flow vertically, direct pipes is a good method. Alright, if you don't have the toolbar, then go to Fusion and you have your show toolbar option here. Just check it and you'll be good to go. Okay, let's just quickly focus on how I made it. So if you are new to this series, then you might not know how I made the card. So for that, if you haven't watched, I will highly recommend please watch other two parts. Okay, so for card, again, let me just do it really quickly. I have this plain white background without this mask. It was something like this. Then I added this rectangular mask. Then again, I have this background which is black. I have this black border which is the instance of this white. And again, I have some instances that is for this mask. Okay, so at last we have this merge 3, and with the help of these two masks, this white one and this black one, don't focus on this one, okay, we have our card. So for the background, what did we do? Okay, so I have this again, same image. With color corrector, I was able to make it something like this. Then with transform, I just scaled it up and changed the edges to wrap. And without wrap, it would look something like this. With wrap, it's looking something like this. Looking great. Then again with the merge, I was able to add this background as background again, and then with the merge I was able to make it something like this. Great. Then the stock footage, okay, as you can see the underlay says it when stock footage. I have this stock footage, let me just play. So first things first, it's very long, okay. It was something around, I don't know, 351. Yeah, it has 351 frames. I scaled it down to, I don't know how much, let me just do control Z, I just forgot the number. Yeah, 220. Okay, so that it will be just trimmed to 220 frame. Then with time speed, I was able to make it fast with time speed. As you can see, the speed is set to 2. Then with delta gear, I just removed this green part, and now if I play, so we have this notes keyed out. If you don't have this checker underlay, go to this menu and check this checker underlay. Then we have this color corrector to change some settings. Okay, these are the settings. Then with transform, I was able to manipulate it a bit, just increase the size, nothing else. Now what is this BG wireless? First of all, this is a wireless link node. Okay, so and what is there in this wireless link node? This, our background. So I took this as background, as you can see in the merge, with this yellow input, and with the green input I was able to put this money stock footage on top. One more thing, so in this merge, as you can see, the blend is keyframed. Okay, and also in the transform I flipped it vertically. Then in the text I have this text which says Fusion Studios. I hope that it's, yeah, so this text is also animated. It's right on properties animated, as you can see from here till here. Then with the glow, I was able to make it glowy, soft glow, again a little bit more glowy. Then with the merge, I was able to put it on top, and it's something like this. And because it is on top, the cash notes, the money is behind this text. All right, the money is behind this text. Wow. Again we have a wireless link node, and in this one we have soft glow 1_1. Well, what is this one? So let me, you can find any node just by hitting anywhere, control F, and now you can search. So what I'll do is I'll come here, select all, copy, then do control F, paste, enter, and boom, you got yourself the node. So this is the card. Right click here, uncheck high quality. Let me check auto proxy and let me view this. Yeah, okay. So how did I animated this card? When I had this card prepared, okay, all of this is in the previous video. Again, if you haven't watched it, please go watch. You will understand how I made this card. Then I took this with the pipe. This is pipe router. Okay, you can make another pipe router. For example, let me take another merge and take this merge to this merge. And for example, it is not looking good and I want to make it organized. So what I'll do is I'll hold alt, left click, and boom, you got yourself this pipe router. I'll delete it and delete this merge also. Then with the help of it, I was able to mask this background. This is a black background. Okay, Then in image plane, what do I have here? Nothing. Okay, why is that? Well, that is because if I view this merge 3D, so in here, as you can see, I'm in solid view frame right now. Okay, and in here, as you can see, that it's one side is this card, another side is black. How's that? Again, I took this card, okay, masked it out on this one and put it into this image plane. And in this image plane, as you can see, it's connected to the mask input too. But in this image plane, our card is attached. If I view my merge 3D one, boom, you can see we have this black input and we also have the card. And in this image plane 3D, then we have some transform values, and this is a copy of this image plane 3D. So again, the values are same. In render 3D, I don't think that we have anything now. Then with the help of glow and soft glow, I was able to make it a little bit glowy. Then again, taking this soft glow node and putting it in here, card wireless, and attaching it to a transform. Why? Just to scale it a bit and attaching it onto our footage. It is looking something like this. So if I play now, okay, let me just scroll through randomly. So the text comes and this card rotates, okay, just this, nothing else, okay. And I hope that it's making sense a little bit for you guys now. Then with the help of transform, I did something. What I did was I did some animation stuff here on 0 frame, the center x and y property, and the size is something like this. But if I come ahead, boom, it's like this. So it just scales down, nothing else. Then I also have this lens blur. So on 0 frame, it's something like this. It comes ahead, and now just focus on the size and everything. You see that? Now the size decreases. Oh, sorry. I've taken the wrong node. Now in this lens blur, from frame 130 to frame 170, so it's around 40 frames. You can see the blur size is increasing, and my aperture shape is octagon. Blade curvature is set to 1, so that I have this whole rounded, stuff. And also my anamorphism is set to 0.43, I don't know, whatever the value this is. So it's something like this. So it was from here to here. And why did I do that? So let me just uncheck this lens blur now. Let me focus on this merge. Okay, so what is this stuff and what's going on here? First of all, let me enable this lens blur. And so this lens blur is happening when our subject, okay, the front subject is coming into picture. As you can see here, I have this subject underlay. And what's in the subject underlay? First of all, I have this again. This dude, if you know, then you know. So you can check other videos if you haven't watched it yet. Then with the Luma keyer, I was able to key this guy out with color corrector, again changing some stuff, and with transform, increasing the size of it, nothing else. Okay, as you can see, increase the size to 3, which is a lot. Then again, some text. This one, I went to shading and chose gradient and did some stuff. I don't know why I did this, because right now when I'm recording it's looking really bad, but still whatever. Then again, with some displacement, I was able to displace this text. I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom, and now you can see. So I have this fast noise and I displaced the text with the help of this fast noise. Then again, some glow and soft glow. I'll hit Control F to zoom it to view. And now taking this text as background and this guy as foreground, I was able to get this. Now comes the part of side cards. Okay, what is this? First of all, in this card body wireless, as you can see, it contains merge 3. So which node is merge 3? This one. Alright. So basically I just made 2 more cards here, nothing else. Okay, I have this mask, I attached it to this one. I have this image. Then with transform, I was able to just scale it down, nothing else. Again with merge, I was able to put this image inside the card with the help of this mask. So all of this stuff happening here. Then with the help of transform, I was just able to animate it, nothing else. Okay, so you can see from 172 over 240, it was scaled up. Then it just came here. I don't know why it's vanishing, but anyways, then again glow and soft glow, and the same thing is happening here. Again, the card body, I have the image, I scaled it down. Okay, I put it in card body like this, and now with the help of mask I was able to mask the image. That is it. It's that simple. Then again with transform I was able to scale it. See, then again with glow and soft glow and this merge, now you can see I have this canvas. Now what I did was I have this transform 6. I don't know why. Let me just, okay, so this is our main transform, which is actually, you can say, animating. Okay, so when I showed this on Discord, people thought that I made this in like using 3D stuff, but that's not true. You can do all this in 2D. You just need to have the proper perspective and everything. Okay, then again with drop shadow I was able to get some shadow, and again with lens blur, the stuff which I did here. So from 131st to 240th. Okay, so lens blur is like blur size is 10, which is really high, but over here it's 0. So again all that stuff. Then with the help of merge I was able to merge this on top of our previous layer. And lastly, this wireless node contains this merge 6. Again some more effect stuff. I have this halation, film grain. Okay, you can see the settings. Then vignette, then stop motion, film damage. This is the black one and this is the white one. And lastly we have something which looks like this. With all that, I hope that you have a basic understanding of how you can, like, at least how all this stuff is working. Let's make all this from scratch. Again, I'll not just create everything from scratch because that will be a lot of time taking. I'll just copy stuff and then paste and just quickly tell you how I did what and what. Again, quickly, we have this image. I transformed it, made it smaller. Then because we had this card already, I just attached it over here. But as you can see, with the help of like this image was something like this. Okay, with the help of transform I just scaled it down, so something like this, or maybe this. Let me just remove our proxy for a moment so I can make it this small, or maybe this much. I hope this much is fine, but again it's not properly masked out and I wanted to make it something like this. So how to do that? Well, for that we have this instance rectangle 1. Okay, so this is a instance of this instance. So I'll just take this and attach it to the mask of this merge, and this will act as a mask. Yeah, looking great. So that we have this card. I just did the animation stuff, so really quickly I'll just delete this pipe rotor. Now think about how we'll be able to rotate this card. So what we can do is, let me just remove this for a moment. I have this image plane 3D. It's something like this right now, which is not looking great. So what to do? Take this merge, attach it to this image plane 3D, and boom, you got yourself this card in 3D space. Well, nothing great right now because, okay, and also in this image plane 3D in transform, what I did was from 70, because this clip is, I think it's 60 frames per second clip. I'm not sure, but I just rotated it. So if I click over here on 70th frame, you can see I have rotation y is set to 0. Then over here on 150, rotation y is set to -360, which means that it's taking 2 rotations. Okay, so if I view this now, so it's looking something like this. Not looking that great. So how can we make it that great? For that, what we can do is we can take the, like, another plain background, black background. I want the other side to be black of this card. So how do we do that? So maybe we can take all of this as a mask attached to it. Then we have the black card. Okay, and now attaching it to an image plane. Well, so which image plane? I can delete it. I can copy this one, Control C, Control V, paste it. Now take this background and attach it to this image plane. Well, I didn't have to do the animation stuff again. Looking great. Now attach it to this image plane. Let me just delete this one. Image merge city. I take this image plane, attach it to this one. Merge city will be automatically added. And now if I see, well, it is not looking great again, which is a problem. Well, that is because right now the origin of these both cards is same. So you can come to this image plane 3D, and in transform, what you can do is you can play with little bit of the translation. So for that, just increase it or maybe decrease it. It's totally up to you. So there's a lot of space here right now. I think 0.001 is fine. Okay, right. And now you can see that you have this in front and this in back. And let's play now. What we can do is actually I'll hit Shift Q for this view, and on the left one, so maybe this one, I'm not quite sure, one in which it's not interrupting. Yeah, so here in pivot, let's just change the not y value but z value. So copy this and paste it in the pivot. I hope now it should work. See, that's what I was talking about. Now it's working properly. Now let me again do Shift Q and let's see the soft glow now. Well, it's working, looking super great. And let's do one thing. Let's add another 0 here and also another 0 here, just like that. And maybe still it will work, I'm not sure. Yep, it is working. Okay, so that's what I wanted, and now we are able to get that. See, looking great. Now what was the next step? What to do with this? Let's copy the background. Control C, come here, Control V. Okay, so nothing in this one. I have this plain image. Okay, and this color corrector, I have these settings. Let me just unpin this image plane. And also in this settings, I didn't do anything. Yeah, so yeah, these are the settings you can copy if you want. And transform, again, I just made it smaller, nothing else. I have this plain background and just putting this onto this background. Why do I have this background? Is to have a canvas on which this will display. So something like that. I hope you understand. Now we can put this onto this. But what I did was I attached merge 1_1 to this merge. So what is merge _1? This is the stock footage. And where is the stock footage? It's this. Oh wait, so I did money stock footage. Alright. So again, nothing in here. The media N1, time speed, delta keyer, color corrector, transform. I can show you all the settings. So it is something like this. Like in time speed, I just increase it. I think that doing this again and again will just waste your time and mine also. So I hope that all of you are smart enough to understand. See, nothing like I didn't even messed with any setting here. Just took this eyedropper and put it over here. If I'll take this and put it over here, it will mask this out. So it's something like that. Okay. And this color corrector, all the settings are like this. And in this transform, nothing, I just scaled it up. That's it. So I can copy this, I hope. Yep, just like that. And again paste it. And now let's attach the background to this one. So again, shift the space bar, wireless link node. Okay, and in this wireless link node, I'll just take this merge 1_1 and put it over here and take the output of it, put it into the output of this transform, and do Control T onto this merge so that this wireless link acts as a background and this as a foreground. And now if you'll view this merge, so it will be something like this. But we did some stuff onto the merge, if you remember. What was that? Well, now if I play, so you can see it's just cutting off, it's just snapping out, which I don't want. There should be a fading out effect. So from here I can add a keyframe to the blend, and on the end we can make it 0. So again, come to this merge, go to spline, enable the keyframes, check show only selected tool and fit it to the view. Control A to select all, Shift S, and that's it. And if you want some easing in and easing out, you can hit T and you have this ease in and ease out dialog box, and you can choose some values if you want. Then what did we do? Okay, we added some text. All right, let's add some text. TXT plus for this merge here. Oh, where is this text merge? Text node gone. Now you can type some thing, random tutorial, just like that. Now let me just make it extra bold. Okay, and increase some spacing with the space. Well, actually, you can do some tab and all that stuff, but you know, you can hit tab. You can do this. So, and also on random, you can hit tab. Yeah, maybe something like this is looking great. So you can do all that, and but again, I'm not doing all of this. It's just for example. Okay, I'll again copy all of it. Now you guys might think that why am I not creating this from scratch? Well, there's no point in it, to be honest. I have all of these cards. Like this card is covered in the previous two videos, so there's no point in covering this one. Alright, this background is even covered in that. In this mini shot, I told you something, just an image times speed, just increase the speed of it, just increase the speed. That's it. In this editor here, I just took this key out and just speed that out. The character, I just change some. Let me just change some settings, basic settings, increase some change more. That's it. The transform just increase the size with the size, making it to 1.5. It's that simple. Again, in this BG wireless, it's just this background. You don't need this BG wireless. You can just drag it and just merge with this one like this, and it will still work. Okay, but just for organization purposes, and in case you want to change this background like later on, then you can come here and change it. So it's all goes back. And again, this text, it's nothing. Basic text. Okay, and the right on property is just animated, nothing else. Basic font, open sans, and the type is set to bold. So nothing. So glow and soft glow. Glow property is something like this. Soft glow property is something like this. And this merge. Nothing. And this merge also. Okay, and again in this card wireless, I just took this soft glow and just put it over here in this card wireless. As you can see in this card wireless, it contains the card, and it's rotating, nothing else. Then again with the transform, in this transform, the setting is this the size is increased. That is it. Okay, and again with this merge, I was able to merge this card on top of this background. Then with the help of transform, this is where all the animation happens. You can see. Okay, so values are something like this: 1, 1.1, and then 0.6. That is it. And in the spline also, I hope I did some stuff, like I did some smoothing in out and smoothing in. Yeah, so select all, do shift S, and with the help of T you can do some ease in and ease out stuff, all that stuff. With lens blur, I was able to blur this out. You can mess with the timing if you want to. So it's all that. And then again, I have told this how to make cards, so this underlay comes under that part. And the subject again, Luma keyed out. I have again told this in my previous video, so there's nothing crazy. Like, this is some new stuff which has appeared on this channel. It's not like that. So that's why. Merge in 8_1. Again, transform. With this transform, I just animated it, nothing else. So, from, like you can see, it's so big. And from here, I just decrease its size. So, something like this. It's that simple. Then with drop shadow, I just added this shadow. With lens blur, I was able to blur it out at the correct moment. So I'm just copying a real camera or a DSLR, how it will work. If something was this close to it, it will automatically blur this out. So I'm doing the same. And lens blur uh, acts best, and also you have the anamorphism in art. So what else do you want? Then again with the merge, I was able to put this on top of this background. It's that simple. Then again with this merge 6 wireless link node, I just take this merge 6 and put it inside it. And with some halation, this is the setting. Film grain, this is the setting. Vignette, stop motion, film damage. And that is all about it. What else do you want to know? And that is it, all about. If you want the file, it's in the link provided in the description below, so you can get the file there. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you got some value from it, and I know that many of you will be like, create it from scratch, what are you doing, it's all bullshit and all that. Listen, if you'll not create this from yourself, I literally gave you everything which you need to know. Don't just go step by step by step by step. Like, okay, I told you how you can get this text effect and how you can animate this guy, how you can animate this card, but try yourself, then only you will learn. And if you're watching this reel, then I hope that the intention by in which you're watching this is to learn. So how will you learn if you'll not create yourself? So I hope that you understand this better. That will improve you a lot. And I know that it's not that great stuff, or it's still intermediate stuff, but I hope that this was necessary. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Link provided in description below. I highly recommend you guys to join Discord. Link again in description below. Yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell so that you never miss any upcoming ones. And the next one I'll create from scratch. I'll be really honest with you. This time I was a bit lazy, but yeah. Okay, peace out. Bye bye.